doing a live reading. This is my first time, so be kind to me. I'm just going to do a regular reading like I would normally do, and then, yeah, feel free to donate, and perhaps I can pull a few cards for you as well. Let's see what's going on. We're just going to shuffle the cards a little bit here. I decided to pull out the shapeshifter of the oracle cards because I wanted to kind of see what kind of dark energy might be going on out there. Yeah, things we may not be aware of, you know what I mean? It's always good to tap into that and then get some advice about it all. And then we're going to tap into the Light Seers Tarot, guys, and take a look at what the tarot have to say. Right now we have Eight of Wands energy coming out with a Seven of Cups energy, so perhaps a little bit of confusion in the love department, and either a lot of messages coming in, a lot of, opportunities, or people trying to reach out to you and connect with you perhaps. Ooh, yeah, definitely somebody sending messages of love perhaps to you. This could be 111 I just saw on the timer. Gave me a twin flame kind of energy, someone you may have felt very connected to in the past. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, you might have thought that this was going to be the person you were going to, marry and live the rest of your life with kind of situation, right? Okay, we got the holographic tarot out as well, so we're going to take a look at that and see what messages come out as clarifiers. We have Two of Cups and Knight of Wands energy coming out immediately, so that could say to me that perhaps there's not enough commitment going on here in the situation with that Knight of Wands energy. And the Lovers coming out along with the Two of Cups. Wow, that is very powerful. This definitely could be twin flame energy or somebody that you connect very strongly with that I'll be reading about tonight. So we could be reading about some dark energy around them or what you may need to be aware of. So I did pull out also the numerology cards, and we're going to get some messages of advice, from them to see what we should do moving forward. Because, one of the things that's always good to do when you do a reading is not just find out what the problem is or, verify what's going on, but what's the solution as well. And so that's what tarot can help you to do. Is it predictive? Sure, in a sense, but it still depends on how things play out. We always say there's free will. You can choose to do what you want to do as well. Even if you know that, one way may be better for you than another, you may still choose a different path. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Lovers Oracle cards. I always like to draw love cards at the end of all of my readings. So at the end of this reading, I will draw some love cards as well. Guys, I do have a tarot certification course going on at this time. It's going to be from next weekend, actually. It's a week away, December 9th through the 11th. And we're going to learn all about the tarot cards, what they mean, in the book. But then we're also going to tap in from the intuitive perspective and really start to awaken those gifts, if you will. All right, so that's what working with me will do, because I am an official priestess, and that's exactly why I decided to do it. Because hey, who doesn't want to know how to read for themselves? Then you don't have to pay somebody or wait until they can do a reading for you, right? You can do it yourself anytime you want to and tap into exactly what you need to know. These are the Inner F and Peace message cards here. I'm just going to bring in the energies. I already did some sage around the place. Definitely highly recommended, to keep the energies cleansed and clear. Thank you to the angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides, honoring you for the wisdom, for the messages coming through this evening. Help me to bring through what is most needed. Thank you. Beautiful. I just want to thank you guys so much for all of your likes, comments, shares, donations. Love all the comments, being able to engage with you. So let me know where you're coming from, like where you're at as you're watching this tonight. I would be curious to know for sure. Okay, so Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Let's get some energy out to find out what may be going on underneath the surface, of things. Figure out what exactly might be hidden, perhaps. What is going on that the collective may need to be aware about moving into this weekend? And we have Brother Raccoon, a safe place for you to go. This almost feels like a safe haven card, like some of you may be looking for a place to stay at this time. Raccoon, you know, we think of raccoons, they're always causing a ruckus, you know, kind of getting everything all stirred up, you know, stirring the pot. So maybe somebody's stirring the pot where you're at. And four definitely denotes like home, you know, that energy. You think Four of Wands, that kind of thing. And we saw the Lovers coming out, Two of Cups. I mean, it's got relationship written all over this. So I feel like somebody is looking for a safe place to stay right now, and maybe you're going to be staying with your brother, is a potential as well. Elizabeth in the Lion says it's time to become a great leader. So you're stepping out of, you know, one dynamic way that perhaps you were living your life with this person, and maybe it was very chaotic with that raccoon energy, you know. But brother, you know, somebody close to you or somebody you consider to be a brother, maybe helping you out today. The butterfly ferrets, I am reborn. So this is definitely a time of something ending with almost a death and rebirth energy, because this does talk about being reborn. Let's read a little bit around this brother raccoon card and see what it has to say. Again, it's a number 4, and 4 in numerology is really kind of all about that foundation, if you will, and getting that set in place, right? Okay, so this is a message from Brother Raccoon. In order to survive, sometimes you must hide, camouflage, or mask yourself from those who would know your true nature and exploit you. Like a precious plant, when snow falls, you must go underground, huddle in your seed, and keep quiet and safe from those who would take you and cultivate you and your amazing self for their own reasons. This really does feel like somebody's being, in a sense, you know, trapped or held against their will, not being able to have contact perhaps with people outside of the home, friends or anything like that. Maybe, you know, you do get a hold of somebody in the family, a brother or something like that, and they come through and they help you, is what I'm kind of getting here today. All right, so it says, this is not a time to allow yourself to be used by others for their own agendas. Don't think of this hiding or melting into the forest as a cowardice or like you're running away from something. It is wise to go around for a time now. Okay, go to ground or go underground, kind of like go into, this almost feels like going into hiding energy, and a lot of chills right now. Somebody may be really maybe feeling scared out there, and you know, actually finally got a hold of one of their family members to help them. And you know, this is alluding to perhaps a brother again, or someone you consider to be a brother. This is why I am here. This is why I will show you the safe place. I will introduce you to the safe people. In order for you, your ancestry, your bloodline, and anything cherished and rare to live on, you sometimes must hide it away for a time, bringing it forward later so that you flourish. This is almost like somebody, you know, with some gifts, and again, with that exploiting energy, like your partner. This could have been a dynamic where, you know, they were aware of higher spiritual things too, or messed around in the occult or black magic or something like that. And, you know, maybe you didn't really know this as much so when you first came into this situation, if this is you, you know, but basically, if you've gotten to this point to where you really feel more or less threatened all the time when you're around someone, or in fear for your life, you know, it really is going to be important to um, try to find the way out. You know, I've been in that situation where it was chaotic, like the raccoon, right? We know what raccoons do. They destroy everything, they get into everything. There's nothing but a mess afterwards, right? And that's how this probably feels with this person, if you're in this dynamic and you're trying to get out of it. All right, so it says, let me, the raccoon, show you where to go, who to hide out with, and when to hunker down. Your wisdom will not fade. You simply will not be seen for a time in order to survive with your ways, your culture, and your wisdom intact. Wow. So that's pretty powerful. There could have definitely been a true power dynamic going on here where somebody was potentially even, consciously trying to pull on your energy. But even if they weren't aware of it, these domineering type of people that want to be in control, but they don't have control over anything, much less their own lives. You know what I mean? And then they want to control everything else. Ferrets. It's like this is the energy that you're trying to, heal and transform from, if you will. This chaotic energy, butterfly and being reborn, and time to step into your power with that Queen Elizabeth energy, right? And the lion. So this is time for you to, take your place. Maybe you're not at that place yet where you're feeling like a queen, but inside, as far as how you feel about yourself, that should always be the case. You know what I mean? Okay, so Brother Raccoon, a safe place for you to go. That is the energy of this card. Could have been a third-party situation. Again, around that lover's energy, there definitely could have been somebody in the picture. And it's funny how, you'll run into people at times that, that if they caught you doing the same type of thing, oh, it would be over with. I'm definitely getting karmic energy, you standing your ground, but at the same time, I feel thinking about this situation, and you could be having mixed emotions, like good times that you've had with somebody, but also just how crazy it's been, like that crazy in love, Bonnie and Clyde type energy, right? But it brought nothing but burdens. It's like, I feel like at a point, because I keep seeing that Three of Cups energy, that somebody just never grew up, you know what I mean? And there's a time when we had to definitely stop wearing the concert t-shirts and things like that. I mean, at least like not everywhere, and it's like then you cut yourself off from even really connecting with people of better culture and nature. And this was talking about that. And maybe you come from a totally different background, perhaps even than the person that you're with. So what's crossing you again is you're trying to get out of this situation, but I feel like perhaps there are blocks that are being put up potentially that are keeping you stuck. In the past, you knew that things needed to change for sure, but the Tower in reverse, Tower is always about, when it's in the upright, it's like it's going to come regardless. It's going to happen. Perhaps you came to this realization, and that's why there isn't a complete tower happening at this time, but something has to change. I do feel like Spirit is asking you to find that way out, or they will help you, but at the same time you have to go when it's time to go, kind of thing, right? And as you stay connected, Spirit's going to help you to know when is the right time, right? You're going to be able to see, you're going to be able to get through your connection, the intuition, you're going to get the inspiration, the ideas. That's how it happens when we spend that time within ourselves. At present, again, probably trying to free yourself and become single is what I'm seeing here with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Someone may be controlling the money, and that's why, it's hard for you to become single. Definitely not happy, not feeling like you're where you want to be, or that this is wish fulfillment for you at the current moment. All right, again, that chaotic energy and things of that nature. Page of Cups energy. I don't feel like anybody's giving very much in this situation right now. I feel like we're trying to avoid each other as much as possible. Definitely wanting to avoid any conflict or giving anybody an opportunity to try to tell you a different story or to screw with your head, or you don't even want to have to try to sort out the facts with these types of people, because you're best off to just say everything that they're saying is a lie. And it may not be, but it's just easier to say that, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely getting unstuck, getting that new perspective. I saw 1441 on the timer. Definitely with the 5-5 on either other side of that. It's like time for change. This can't go the way that it's been going. You've known this, of course, but you know, other people, if they're not on board with it, well, you know how that is when you don't want to break up with somebody, right? But you're no longer looking for something in this situation, is what I see with the Three of Wands in reverse. You know, when it's in the upright, we're looking for the opportunity. We're willing to accept offers and things of that nature, but not here, you know, especially with this person. Yep, Four of Wands in reverse. There's definitely no happiness. Somebody's definitely wanting to get out and yesterday, because there are definitely a lot of burdens with the Ten of Wands situation here. At the center of it all is, again, that chaotic energy, like the raccoon, right? It's like you never know when you're going to walk into it, kind of thing, is really what this situation feels like. Very heartbroken over this situation, disappointed at the least, you know, is what that Five of Cups would indicate. Yeah, you're just busy at work, perhaps, trying to get your mind off of it, or just trying to busy yourself with different projects, perhaps. Yeah, definitely toxic energy. Be aware, too, of, you know, engaging in toxic relationships, or, you know, going to another person kind of thing, because that's not going to solve the situation. Again, this is talking about a time where you really just need to get away from whatever you're dealing with, and have that time that you need to really sort everything out, if you will. Sort your mind out, you know, not have this person influencing you, is really what I'm hearing. Tower in reverse. We have the High Priestess in reverse. So you are understanding that, you know, you're basically, if you were connected, you were losing your connection with Spirit, and you knew that this relationship potentially was affecting it, the energy around you, if you will. And that's why it's saying now you're going to be given this safe place to go, this safe haven of some sort. And again, your brother may be the one that can help you, or whoever that is for you. What else do we need to know about the High Priestess in reverse? How's everybody doing out there tonight? Where are you at watching me? And I do have the Tarot Certification course. If you're interested, check that out. I'll leave the links below. What else do we need to know about the High Priestess in reverse? We have the Five of Swords. Yeah, constant arguing. This person constantly gaslighting you, telling you things that weren't true. You know, making you think one thing when in fact they definitely weren't being honest with you, is what this looks like. Especially if it came to giving somebody a second chance, and you know, they've changed and all of this good stuff, and maybe that's what happened in the past, is that you let your guard down with this person and you did give them another chance. Chariot. What do we need to know about this? Yeah, so this is definitely a lot of deception going on. This person was absolutely, you know, moving forward in a lot of different ways, but not in the ways that they needed to be. Very deceptive energy. And this is what I feel that, you know, the divine timing was, that you needed to get away from this, you know? You didn't need to deal with that energy anymore. What's on the bottom here? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, Queen of Wands makes sense. Absolutely. So somebody had already moved forward with somebody else, even if they were still in a relationship, is what I'm seeing here in the past with the Queen of Wands energy. And that could be also a fire sign that this person is or was dealing with. Or you could be that, but I don't think I would say that you are. But the fire signs would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. Yeah, maybe it was for money too. Interesting. Seven of Wands. Seven of Cups. It's taken you a lot to stay calm about this situation. Maybe somebody had a lot of options, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, but nothing was working out for them, even though they were with all of these other options, you know, or trying all these other options perhaps. And then that would make sense why your energy would feel so off, you know, because sexually that's where you're transferring back and forth that energy. Absolutely. Empress coming out here. Wow. Could have gotten someone pregnant potentially is also what I'm seeing here. Or this could be you. Taurus as well as Libra energy coming out there. Queen of Pentacles. Couple of them, like I said. That's very interesting. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. But they want to control you and keep you. See what I mean? That's the King of Wands is the one tarot reader. Steve loved tarot. I love that guy. Anyway, he calls him the Burger King man. Gotta have it your way, right? So that's what I feel that was happening here and is still going on. That this person is potentially trying to keep you trapped and not let you move forward, you know? Justice. But there is going to be justice in this situation. And I think they know this too, is the thing. But they're still going to try to hang on as long as they can to their power, just like the bad guys do, right? Five of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're ready to just forget about this person. You're at a point where you don't want to deal with them anymore. You see exactly who they are. And you don't want to end up like this guy, right? Absolutely. Nine of Cups in reverse at the center of it all. Your unhappiness and how this didn't end up being the happily ever after that you may have hoped that it would have been. But it does feel like, again, you had a strong connection with them, but it feels like that, you know, they don't know how to honor that kind of a connection, unfortunately. Knight of Swords, Four of Cups. Yeah, somebody was not working with this situation. They were being a knight about the situation, going away. You know, they weren't offering their cup. And they weren't putting in the work with that Eight of Pentacles. So the person that you were dealing with was basically, and it is all around the Lovers, that's what came out in the middle, and that's what you're not happy about. That this person just literally is not putting in the effort. But yet, I feel like this is a back and forth energy, like this person will come and go. And maybe they have a pattern of that, yeah, wow. Look at that, he's dismantled here, and at the same time we get the Tower. So I feel like definitely there's going to be something that comes in and causes a dismantling of this energy. You know, you knew in the past that something needed to end, but it feels like that spirit is actually going to come in. God's going to come in and actually make something happen at this time for this reason. If it's not now, it looks like it will be in the near future to help put those burdens behind you, because this has been pretty difficult from what I feel. Just like a lot of I know how that energy feels when you're in these situations. It's like you're always tense. You're always like, your body is tense, your mind is tense, your emotions are tense. Like you just can't relax. Queen of Cups, absolutely. Time for your heart to heal instead of being treated, you know, like this Page of Cups energy, you know, only getting parts of somebody but never quite getting all of them. And that's not, you know, a queen does not give herself that way to those kinds of people. She has enough strength to hold back and wait for just the right one for her or him. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Here it is. You're finally going to be single. That's beautiful. I love it. It's going to be a weight off your shoulders as well as your mind, because you're not going to have to worry about this person any longer. You're not going to be in two minds anymore with that Two of Swords in reverse. You know, you'll actually be able to think for yourself is what I'm feeling. Because now you're not going to be in all of this conflict. You're not going to be in competition, right? And you're going to be appreciated for who you are. You know, people are not going to be connecting you with that kind of energy and that kind of person, and knowing that that's not the right person for you, perhaps. All right? Hanged Man in reverse. How you guys doing out there? Hit the like button as you come in. So good to have you here. I'd love to know where you're coming from out there. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Ooh, the truth is, yeah, you're getting this clarity. You're getting the understanding in the near future of what you need to do. And that's because you're not having to deal with all of this craziness anymore, basically. and unhappiness, most of all right? So brother, there definitely could be a brother that will help you in this situation. Yeah, the truth is this person doesn't want you to move on though, and they don't want you to get unstuck, truly. They want to somehow be able to be, even if they're not in the picture, they want to know that they have that ability, you know, to pull you in, if you will, whenever they want. For sure, magician, I didn't even see that until just now. Oh yes, this person knows how to work their magic, don't they? Three of Wands in reverse for the future energy. Devil in reverse. So when you stop, you know, giving your energy towards this toxic person, toxic situation that you may have been in the past, this is really going to assist you in being able to see the right way to move forward, right? What else is coming out for us today with that devil in reverse energy? Be gone with you, devil. Somebody's not very happy about it though. But you are. Look at this. Queen of Pentacles. Things are finally going to be good. I feel like, you know, this person may be reaching out to you quite a bit though, trying to send messages to you. But you know what the deal is now. They're not a soulmate, at least not a good one. No looking back, even though you may think about it, I understand, but this is the time to get everything situated, you know, back in the home again. And if you were married, most likely you're going to be getting a divorce. You know, that's what I'm seeing going on. On the bottom here, what else? On the top, yep. We're not going to take, you know, the path forward with this person is what it looks like. I don't know. I feel like this person, let me see here. Yeah, in the past, again, they were just very deceptive. And I feel like this is someone that you potentially are dealing with at this time. But in the near future, you know, if you don't do something about it, spirit will. That's what always happens, you know. The magic, the karma, whatever you want to call it, is going to write itself out. Because, you know, if you're doing what's right, you know what I mean, and someone else is not acting right, as long as you're taking the steps and staying in the right place and allowing yourself to be helped to get out of these situations that aren't good for you, you know, like if you got a brother that's coming forward, again, I feel like this person is very controlling. They may have like really controlled even you being able to talk to your family and stuff like that. Those kind of people you really got to watch out for, because then when they get you separated and now maybe you're a couple states away or something like that, and then what are you going to do? Who are you going to call? You know, especially if you're not working or something like that. It's time to release negativity. Could be dealing with the Scorpio energy coming out here with the Scorpion. So it's time to release, you know, more or less like, it's kind of like that forgiving energy basically, right? Hurt people, whatever, but getting away from this situation is going to be what's really going to help you the most to be able to come to a good place, is what I feel like with this situation. It is time to take action, is what Spirit is saying with the Aries energy coming out here today. So if you are in this situation and you do feel like, or if you're dealing with an Aries, someone who, you know, is controlling, you know, that kind of thing, narcissistic, feels like they can control you and have a say over your life, that's not okay. You know what I mean? All right. And then we've got step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So going towards where you're really supposed to be. This is what's going to serve you best. North Node is all about, you know, where we're supposed to be heading in life. And maybe this person is taking you kind of far off course by being with them. And maybe they even know it, you know, again, depending on how tapped in you are and how tapped in they are, and what kind of work you're doing at this point in time in this lifetime. You know what I mean? Are you on a higher spiritual path? And perhaps is your person as well, but maybe they go more the dark side, you know, as far as the light and dark energies, if we're talking about Jedis or whatever. All right, so look at the bigger picture in Sagittarius. Again, another energy you could be working with, or any of these could be in your chart. But Mostly what this is saying though is you may have to step out of your comfort zone and go in a different direction for you to really find happiness and have peace in your life, more or less. Let's get some love messages from the Lovers Oracle cards. Thanks for sticking around to the end. That's when we get the good stuff. We do the Lovers cards either with the Romance Angels or the Lovers Oracle cards because those are the two I have right now until I get some more. So okay, let's see what is coming out. Advice for love moving forward. So this card says, only time will tell. And whatever that question may have been for you, there is a lot of healing going on at this time, as we can see with the butterflies around her. And this may be you know, while you're doing alone and doing this healing process away from this person. Hopefully not, you know, like in hiding from a sense like where you've got to be protected, you know, that kind of thing. But just knowing that you have to get away from this energy and allow yourself to, you know, do what you need to do for you to figure out what is the right thing for you. So trust here is transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And that makes sense, right? If we can just heal our energy and just get it to a good neutral point, see ourselves in the mirror and understand, you know, we're all trying our best in this life, even though it doesn't seem like sometimes that other people are necessarily trying their best, if you will, all right? But we're all doing so from the point of where we are at this moment, you know what I mean, and what we know and that kind of thing. And that can maybe help to make it a little easier in understanding what may be going on with the other person. At the same time, it doesn't mean you have to put up with it, you know what I mean? So let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space, because love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So if you're not in a dynamic where it feels like it's free, like you can be who you are, you know, regardless of if you were single or if you were with somebody, you know, if you're being respectful to them, there's nothing wrong with having your autonomy and sovereignty, and that's the way it should be, you know what I mean? All right, well, it was beautiful to be here with you guys tonight, and thank you for joining me for my first time. It was nice to have you, and do thank you for all of the support. Hit the like button, and again, check out the Tarot Certification course. I have all that information in other videos. I don't think I was able to put it on this one, and I'm not sure if I can put it up right away, so we'll see what goes on. This is my first time doing live, so we're working with it, but thank you for being patient with me, guys, and thank you for being here. See you again soon. Bye for now.